to the channel. Today we're gonna go over the thrift store haul that I made the other day, and we're just gonna go one camera after the other. I'm just gonna talk briefly about it, but I'm just gonna show you what I got in the thrift stores around here. I mean, you just gotta dig, open up a box, open up a bag, just ask to see something, because all these were hidden, and I was able to find all these, I say gems, you could say crap, in little bags, boxes, you name it. But let's get started. We're gonna start with the oldest in the room, and that is this Kodak Bauer X. Now it's a sweet 6x9 medium format camera. It shoots portrait, and it's pretty awesome. The cool thing about this camera is that when I bought it, came with a cool case, and in that case was this exposed Kodak, what is it? Kodacolor, yeah, 2. I'm really excited about it because I'm probably going to get to see what this last camera did, or who owned it, or what they took photos of. So hopefully I can get this developed, and I will share that with you guys in a different video. But yeah, pretty neat little camera. Hopefully I can get some film, or maybe try to rig 120 into this thing, breathe some new life. But yeah, pretty mint, really pretty, nice little camera. And then we'll go with fun Polaroid Impulse. It's a little beat up, so it's missing some pieces in the back, but I mean, I'm sure it's still gonna work because the film has the battery in it. So here's the flash, opens up the lens hood and everything. So I mean, it's a pretty cool little camera. Takes 600. Yeah, I'm excited to try this bad boy out. Can never go wrong with Polaroid. Then we'll go on to the point and shoot 35mm film camera, and that is this Minolta Silver Streak Zoom. Has autofocus on it, and it zooms its lens. Hence the name. So we just turn this bad boy on. We can zoom this out. Yeah, so it's 35 to 70. There's your 35, there's your 70. So pretty sweet little point and shoot camera. I like these cameras because they're pretty easy to go like in your pocket or in your bag or whatever, and you can just pop it out, boom. I think it's perfect for like street photography, if that's your thing. It's always good to have like a little backup camera to any other camera you have, to have, because film is film and you never know what's gonna happen. But moving on, we got this other point and shoot. It's by Pentax. It's a Pentax IQ Zoom 160, and it has a 38 to 160 zoom lens on it. This is a little bit nicer camera, I would say, as far as that Minolta. I don't know why, but it looks nicer. But it's easy. It has an off switch, which is pretty nice, and you just turn it to auto. The flash comes out, and then you can zoom this bad boy all the way to 170, and you get back. And on here it doesn't show you like how far, maybe in the, no, not in the viewfinder, but I'll show you this next camera that I have coming up. It's got a cool feature on it. But yeah, here's the Pentax IQ Zoom 160, another good find. This is another one by Pentax. It's the Zoom 105R. And the cool thing about this one, I figured out, is when you turn this bad boy on, it shows you where you're at the top of this viewfinder here. So it's 38. So if you keep zooming, it'll keep telling you where you're at. And I think that's pretty neat. No guess game, But I mean, it doesn't really matter in the long run because you just look through and see what looks good in your shot. So, but I mean, if you're technical like me, it's a good thing. But anyways, this camera is another cool point and shoot. Yeah, a little bit bigger, and it's got some weight to it, but it's still pretty fun, pretty nice to put in your bag as a backup or as your go-to. Here's this other one. This is a neat little camera, and I'm really excited to use it, and it's the Canon SureShot Tele. There's not a whole lot to this camera. I mean, it's plastic like the other point and shoot. Well, this Pentax looks like it's like aluminum or some sort of alloy, or maybe it is plastic. Yeah, it's plastic. I think they're all plastic. Yeah, never mind, they're all plastic, but this one seems a little bit like more toy plasticky, but still pretty sweet. And it has a zoom lens too, just a little switch of a button, and it goes in and out. So I thought that's pretty cool. It's a 40 to 70 millimeter lens, so pretty sweet. It's got your flash too for off, auto, and on. Let's see, but yeah, this is a pretty sweet little camera. I'm pretty excited to use this one. This is probably going to be my go-to for like backup and maybe even street photography. We will see. Now, on to the good stuff. We got this Kodak Retina IA, and I think it's a beautiful camera. It's pretty much mint. I love these Kodak Retinas. I had a Kodak Retina 3C, which was pretty awesome. I'm bummed that I no longer have it, but this one I made sure I got. I like the film winders at the bottom, and it's just so nice. And the cool thing about this one, it came with this like, I think it's a UV or like a sun filter. I just find it pretty cool. This little, what is it? A skylight filter. Yeah. I don't know if it came with the camera or not, but still pretty sweet. I'm probably not going to use it when I use the camera, but pretty cool to have accessories with an old camera. On to the next one, this Yashica Minister D. I've never owned a Yashica camera before, but I've heard of good things of these cameras. They last a really long time, and this one's, as you can see, dirty. Looks like a little beat up. Wasn't really taken care of very well, but I'll just breathe some life into it and yeah, do a field test, and we'll see how this this bad boy does. I don't know too much about it yet. I just know that the film, it takes 35 millimeter film, and that the lens is fixed. It's not interchangeable lens mount. So there's that. But other than it's a pretty camera, it's dirty. But yeah, fun camera. I'm excited to use it. I'll give you more info on it when I get to the time of doing it. Anyways, got to this Canon T70. Now, I've had one of these before back in 2010. They're fun. There's a lot of automatic features to it as far as like film winding and unwinding and advancing. So you don't really have to like cock the film advance or anything like that. You can change the ISO on these buttons right here. It even has a timer on here, self-timer. It's pretty sweet. And this lens that came with it, it didn't come with the original camera, but this one I bought, this lens came with it. It's a Sigma. It's a 52 zoom. I've never really used this lens before, but yeah, I'm sorry. It's a 28 to 70 zoom. Yeah, I'm excited to see what this does. But yeah, there's a ton of videos already out about this camera, but yeah, I mean, it's a film camera. I don't think you could ever go wrong with any film camera. Bringing the next one is the Canon AE1, and this camera, I already have a cleaning video on it, but this camera came pretty mint. I mean, it's a beautiful camera. Came with this 50 millimeter lens. It looks like it was barely used. I mean, it's pretty neat to find these cameras hidden away in bags or boxes that, you know, no one ever used really. But the bummer thing that I found out, I've never had a Canon film camera before. I usually shoot Nikon, so this is a new one for me that I thought was broken, but what it needed was just a battery that, you know, goes up front here. If I could even open it. Yeah. It doesn't matter, but there's a battery that goes in here that pretty much fixed it for me. You know, I was worried that I was gonna have to like send it in or whatnot, but yeah, just make sure that you read up on it, make sure, you know, you just put a battery in, or, you know, do something simple. It's not broken. So even if you're at the thrift store and you think it's broken, just bring it home, because it's like what, $10 to $15 max usually. You're not really out that much. But yeah, anyways, on to the granddaddy of them all, and that's this Nikon Nicomat FT. And when I saw this, actually it was in a bag. I just knew that it looked like a camera bag and I had to grab it, and this bad boy was in it, and I can't wait to use it. I have a Nikon F2 and I just want to continue building that Nikon body arsenal. But yeah, I'm really excited. The reason why I'm excited about this camera is because all the features are not at the top of the camera. I mean, there's, of course, the film advance, the shutter, and the winder, and as the light meter, but all the guts and glory of the camera are actually at lens mount area, which is pretty cool, I think, as far as like workflow. If you want to like just be shooting and changing while you're shooting instead of having to like change out and like, oh, you know, whatever. But the film speed, or not the film speed, yeah, the ASA is right at the bottom here. You just move this lever back and forth as far as wherever film speed you have, film stock you have. And then you also have your shutter speed right here. And you can move it to 1000 to all the way to bulb. So I think it's pretty sweet as far as that goes. Yeah, I'm excited more on this camera. But yeah, that's my film haul that I have made, that I have got recently, and I'm very happy with it. This is the biggest film haul I've had so far, and I hope my luck continues. Thanks for watching, and subscribe.